to talk with Frank and Ian.
Right?
Is your chance to do the dance. Thanks, was it Duncan McLeod? Kevin McLeod? Kevin McAllister? Home Alone.
Connor McLeod.
What's going on, peoples? This is episode, what, 1 trillion? Is that where we're at now?
119 and a half.
.com. Well, what it is, Ian, what you doing?
What am I doing? I'm doing a show.
Okay,
you
how
doing?
you been, dog?
I've been okay. Been like I was saying before the show, I've had a rough week with girlfriend troubles.
Girl trouble.
Feel sorry for you, son, right?
Yeah, 99 problems.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy too. I've been I guess we're gonna have a lot of case talk today because I ordered a new case and you did as well. And also the main reason I've been busy is because I was painting my old case, like I said I wanted to.
Yeah. I think this is accurate.
Right.
It's been a rough week, but I made it. How about you?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, what case did you get, good sir, for those of us listening that weren't in the conversation earlier?
Where is it?
I don't know.
Here's my mouse. There it is. Okay, so
I did that thing we talked about, by the way, where like I went into my mouse settings and made it so if you hit control, it goes wah, 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 wah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta have that. I can't tell where the fuck my mouse is.
But
Well,
no,
all these screens, all these pixels, and like at full 100% resolution, it's a pinprick.
yeah. But no, this is the one that I decided to get here. Corsair Crystal 570X. Tempered glass. Like on all sides.
I think Floyd was saying whenever he gets a case, in 1,000 years, that's what he was thinking about getting.
Yeah. I got the white one. They have a... I know you're probably... They have a white one, black one. They have like different colors.
Uh-huh.
I know you probably got yours all murdered out, huh?
Well, see, okay. Now, it's right there.
Yeah.
For those of us listening, there it's right there. For those of you playing at home, sorry, the white lights burn my eyes and my sinuses are killing me, so it's like, ooh, okay. Yes, I got the fractal design define S2.
Fractal Design Josh. Did he hook you up with that?
I wish. I bought this shit with my own money. Let me throw the page up for everybody so you can see what it is without guessing. Okay. Is this too dark? I feel like that's too dark. Oh, here's a Newegg. Dark. There we go. Does it even show?
No, we just see your cursor. It's whatever's on my screen you can see.
Hold on. I went to the application view. It should show the fucking thing. Unless it did it from a separate thing, since it's... Hell, I just shared it. Okay. Let me do entire screen. Fuck it, I don't care. Okay, is that better?
Yeah. You got something there.
Well, I think the Hangouts I'm using is from Chrome instead of from Vivaldi, so whatever. Anyway. So yeah, the Fine S2. I have the tempered glass edition.
Yeah.
The S2 is basically it's built on the R6 frame, which I considered getting, but the S2 doesn't have native hard drive mounts for like three and a quarter drives, or sorry, 3.5-inch drives. Like the R6 has like 5 drives bays to the right, whereas this one only has 3 natively, and I think 1 at the bottom if you really want to squeeze one in there. But I'm like, well, I'm gonna have a NAS, so I really don't need a bunch of drives. I need 1 mass storage drive for games. So I'm, and then if I went with the R6 and just like, because people model, you could take the one panel out and move it to the back to make it virtually this open layout. And if you do that, you only get 2 drives in the back because the way that they are hung on the R6, they're vertical versus the Define S2, they're horizontal. If I have a good picture here, where the hell is it? Anyway, so I figured, well, I'll be able to do 3 drives in the back if I want instead of just 2. And I was going to go with the murdered out version, which was all black, even black fans and black PCI slots. But then I considered, well, if I go RGB, if I get some Fantex halos, the fan shields or covers or whatever the hell they want to call them, that just go over top of a fan and connect to your RGB header.
Yeah, just $10 each, man. That's pretty good.
Right, and you don't have to replace the fans. This thing comes with is it 3 or 6 fans? No, 3 in the either 2 or 3 in the front. I can't remember, and the 1 in the back, which is, I can do push pull because my radiator will come with a couple fans, so I can do push pull and the stock white fans. Because if I got the black case with the black fans, it wouldn't quite reflect the RGB as well as the white ones will, and it'd be more expensive. So I ended up getting this case. I didn't buy it from Newegg. It's kind of funny. I did, but I didn't, because I bought it on eBay because I had a coupon for 12% off. And
okay.
Newegg has an eBay store. So I bought a case from Newegg, and it was originally $119, and then I got it $12 off of that. So I paid like $107.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I mean that's even better than this deal here with the on sale price. So, and it still came within like, it was not even supposed to be here till today. I've had it like earlier this week. I had like the 18th. So,
oh, okay. Yeah, mine went up. I was kind of pissed. It went up like $20, and I was kind of scared because I was like, oh shit, is that the tariffs already kicking in?
Right.
But then it went back down. It was at 180. Now it's at 160, and that's what I paid. Yeah, because I was like, I still had to give some money to like my brother and sister for Christmas, so like I had to leave a little bit of money.
Oh yeah, we don't do that.
Like, we don't do that Christmas shit.
Yeah, I mean we do Christmas like but we're poor people.
Right, me too. But yeah, also I was going to show you. Since I've been getting this new case, I've in my FX build because I'm putting like like I said, some newer hand me down stuff in it, like my 480 and a nicer,
Nice.
like a larger power supply, and
Yeah.
I decided to put it in my newer case, but I decided to mod my case and I painted it white on the inside, so it's gonna kind of look like my new case that I bought. And for reference, this is my case, my old case without it being modded. Hold on, let me do the screen share. Yeah, it's just a Core Master Box 5.
Box. Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is it painted here. I had it all painted now.
Oh, on the inside.
Yep.
Is that so it reflects your RGBs better?
Yep. And then I put the door on it. It's basically ready for me to put all my parts and stuff in it now. So
Nice.
Here's the front grill. It's got like the honeycomb pattern white, and then like the meshes I decided to leave black. Yeah. So yeah, it came out pretty good. It actually needed a lot more spray paint than I thought. I needed about 4 cans of white spray paint.
Gotta get that even coverage, dog.
Yeah. And then I did some clears on top of it. Yeah, I set up like a paint booth in my bathroom basically with like a bunch of tarp and everything.
Yeah, wintertime is no good to paint shit.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, for some of like the small stuff, like I had on like coat hangers and stuff, I took it outside to spray for like a second, and it would have been fine because I just take it back in and hang it up.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean,
yeah,
the can's got to be a certain temperature because I found out if it's too cold when you go to spray, it won't even come out of the can.
Oh yeah, that's why I like to warm it up in some water first. Like you just put in the sink.
Right.
But yeah, it came out pretty good. I have my painted. I have there's a PSU shroud that's going to cover up all that, and I have that painted white also. So yeah, and I'm gonna put some LED strips, and I want to get those Fantex things for my fans because yeah, my fans are just like regular fans for this one.
Right. They're pretty cheap for what do you get? You're like, okay.
Yeah. But no, it's like I did as much as I could, like I stripped everything bare, and it made it a lot easier to paint like the parts, like the whole front cover came off and I was able to paint that separate. And like there's the SSD tray here. I painted that, and then
SSDs,
hard drive sprays, the hard drive trays. SSDs.
These nuts.
But no, like my I didn't have a really good mask. Like I had a face mask, and then I put a shirt on top of that, and I still noticed like my boogers were kind of white after spray paint and all that.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was like, I had a bit of a headache after doing all that. And inside, like I had my bathroom and my kitchen fan on the whole time, so I had some kind of ventilation, but it's still crazy.
My father-in-law, when he painted the hood of my Chevy, man, the fumes for that shit. I was like, I drove home with my head out the window.
Were you driving when it was like wet still?
Oh no! That car was in the garage. I drove my regular car home. My 05.
Right. But did you show us was that the one you were doing us? Did you have a picture of the case that you got? Because I thought the one that we were looking at, that one was all black.
Well, hold on. I just closed out of the shit. Let me open it back up. Let me bring it right back to you.
Because you said you wanted to have white parts that the RGB reflected off of.
Oh yeah,
That's like
hold on, dog.
that's what I was trying to tell you before. You're like, nah. You weren't even going to worry about the fans.
Right. Well, because I was watching a video thing about the Halos, and the guy was like, "Yeah, they work really well with white fans." I was like, "Oh, then I could just get the white one, because who gives a shit?" But yeah, see the PCIe slots and fans are white.
Yeah.
And the drive cages and shit. Same with my case now. The fans are white, but it doesn't have a window, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I could have painted the PCI
Uh-huh.
brackets or whatever white, but I was like, it's too much white. I'd want to have some contrast in there too, a little bit. Like have some parts black and some white.
Uh-huh.
That's why I want to get some for my new build. I'm gonna get black and white extensions for my PSU.
Extensions.
What about since you got your case? When are you gonna get some extensions, or are you gonna get a total replacement for your sleeves?
I'm not 100% sure yet, because my motherboard came with a coupon for 20% off of something from Cable Mods, but 20% off of expensive is still expensive.
Yeah.
So I might just go with the little $30 extensions. I don't fucking know.
That's what I'm saying. I saw that you could get right angle 24 pin, and that looks pretty cool, but that's expensive as fuck for like a little plastic right angle thing. It's like $60.
Right. Yeah, technology's all expensive, dog. I kept looking at like my part picker list, like, okay, I've got all this shit, so it's got to be cheaper, right? Oh no, everything's the same fucking price. It's just since I bought things, everything else is more expensive.
By
Like
the
I
way,
thought,
did you open?
go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Did you open up? I was just gonna say, did you open up your case to make sure everything's like there's nothing broken?
Nah, because I'm scared.
You're scared.
Yeah, I'm afraid if I open it, I'm gonna lose something in the carpet. Plus, it's only got one glass panel. I'm really worried about being broken.
Yeah.
They pack them pretty well. I've like I said, my last case was fractal, and they ship it with styrofoam and everything, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I heard that packing shit was pretty expensive because I forget who was it that I think it was Jay that was showing how you like package a computer if you're trying to send it somewhere, and he was showing you like have to beat on this like packing material until it like starts expanding or something.
Yeah.
And he said that shit's like, was it like $50 for one or something? Forget.
Nice.
Yeah,
Anyway,
basically
sir.
the main thing you have to worry about for packing in the computer if you're sending it off somewhere is just like the GPU mainly. And
Right.
if you're doing like a AIO, you especially don't have to worry about it because there's not going to be any stress on the CPU socket for your cooler.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right.
anyways, what are we getting into? We getting into soda talk?
Yeah, go ahead and crack into that.
Crack open a soda talk.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Soda talk with Frank and Ian.
Sounds like it's got a lot of head.
That's what she said. What you drinking on, Ian?
Just the usuals tonight. The pineapple Fanta and the Code Red. I like the bottles, man.
Oh.
Kind of boring. You said you got something interesting to talk about, though.
Yeah, so I've got options. So I start off. I'm finishing up my Baja Blast from dinner, which isn't, whatever. And then I got one of your Merry mashups.
Oh yeah, did you try that yet?
I tried it last week, and it actually didn't have a flavor until the end. I was like, I'm not getting any cranberry. And then like the last like 2 sips, there's a little bit of cranberry and it was gone. And I was like, okay. And then I got a white label.
Oh, yeah.
And then throwback, I got Jolt Cola.
Jolt Cola.
All the sugar and twice the caffeine. Seriously, that's their tagline.
It's like that, what was the cola from Fallout again? Can't believe I forget that.
Nuka-Cola.
Nuka-Cola, that's right. Didn't you say they actually did that or something?
Jones Soda made a Nuka-Cola, but it was literally just their blue soda with a fucking, label put on it. And they were exclusive to Target. And the thing is, all the Target people were buying, like they were buying them and then scalping them on the net. So you couldn't even buy it. Like a bottle was $40 fucking. So I said, fuck it, and went to like a website for people who like do craft brewing and printed my own fucking labels. So my bottles that I had glowing in the background, those are just Jones Soda bottles. I took the labels off and put these labels on. There you fucking go. It cost me $10 for, well, I spent the $1 bottle, so I bought 6, and then I made 10 labels, so that was like $10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But basically, it's the same pop.
It 100% is the same thing. It just looks, the sticker is the only thing different. If you go on eBay right now, people are selling it for fucking $40.
Wow.
Yeah, it's retarded. Damn scalpers. Just like when the the helmet edition, power armor edition of Fallout 76 came out. Scalpers bought them all up and sold them for twice the cost.
You're paying for a label then, I guess.
Yeah, but anyway. I haven't tried the Jolt yet. I'll let you know. I bought it just because I wanted to get one even if I wasn't going to drink it because it's an older, like I think it's an 80s or 90s thing that went away and now it's back. And also it's because it's so funny. But anyway, did you want to get into some battle stations, good sir?
Yeah. Should probably move it along, huh?
Yeah, it'll be like 2 a.m. before we even get to the first article.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations. Station.
All right, I guess I better pull those up. Do you have a theme this week?
Yeah. I just searched for my case, and I think
That's what the fuck you
I'm
want
guessing
with?
that's what's in the build. That's what it looks like, at least.
You're like, these is what I got.
Yeah. No, I searched for Corsair Crystal.
Corsair Crystal Pepsi?
Yep.
All right,
That's
hold on.
what I said.
Let me see if application window is working yet. I don't think it is, but I don't think so.
Application.
Nothing? Still black?
Nope.
Okay.
Still murdered out.
God damn it. Okay, I'll do the whole screen. I don't give a fuck.
You made it out.
This dark theme is crazy too, because like if a picture, like the universal dark, if there's a picture, it's even kind of dark until you hover over it, see?
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about it.
Well, Reddit has its own dark theme, so I don't need to use it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this one, let's see, how old is this? A year old.
Yeah.
Let me blow
I did a
that shit
search,
up.
so some of them might be older.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at this camera quality. This looks like I was taking an old Sony Cyber shot.
This has got Doug's rack of shit there.
Right, it's like Step Brothers and I don't know. Apollo 13, I think.
Yeah.
Everything's black and red. You know, gamery. For those of you who don't PC game, if you go to a store, everything will either have jagged edges, be black and red, or black and green.
Yep. That's basically the gist of it.
Yep. And have glowing lights. Not good looking glowing lights, just fucking lights. So let's see here. Oh boy. I can't tell what kind of monitor that is.
It's
Without-
a monitor. That's what it is.
Is that a PlayStation next to it or an Xbox?
I don't know.
Like to the right there?
Yeah.
I'll have to read.
I think it's probably a PlayStation.
Minimal, blah, blah, blah. Reddit, blah, blah, blah.
By the way, what was Floyd talking about lately? Was he on any new games?
He saw the same trailer I did for The Outer Worlds, which is Obsidian's new game, and he wanted to get my thoughts on it because he knew I was a big Fallout guy. I mean, it looks good, but you know, I'm going to reserve judgment. But in the comments, it looks like they added more pictures. Whoa. Okay, so I got a Strix motherboard, the Corsair cooler, Corsair RAM, ROG GPU, Evo M.2. Oh, look, they went purple with these lights. Okay. Okay, so it's a Predator monitor, so that's good. I think that says Sony, so I'm going to say this is a PlayStation. Well, I got a Rocat keyboard. I'm not going to call it. I'm not going to call it Rocket. ROCCAT. But
yeah.
That's all right. What else I got? Oh, there you go. There's your RGBs.
Yep. Yeah, you didn't want to do the whole front glass thing, huh?
Well, I mean, I can only show one side at a time, dog.
Why is that?
I'm not going to spin it around.
Well, I mean, I meant like the front panel, you know, like the typical. That's because that's the whole look that I wanted to go for, where you could see the 3 front fans or radiator or whatever, you know.
No, I'm paying all that money for RGB fans and fucking a nice graphics card. I want a big ass window on the side to show it off. I don't give a damn about the front. I want a big box where you just look at it and can see, oh, look at him guts. He paid some money for that.
Well, yeah. It depends on the angle that you're going to have it on your desk, you know.
Oh, this is going to be
the whole side.
Where I pointed, where that case is. That's my plan of where I'm going to have it. So, like, at the moment, it's on a table, like a little TV tray, like a little fold-out TV dinner tray that I've got, but it might not be big enough, so I might have to make a little table over there.
Yeah, you should have it showing off the whole side then.
Well, I mean, that's why it's back behind me, so the webcam can pick it up, dog.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm thinking about taking like my crappy little monitor on the, you know, like in the corner of my desk, and I was gonna put my PC up there instead of having it on the floor. Because if I'm gonna pay all this money to make the computer look good, it's like you want to be able to see it more, you know.
Right, you put all that money in it. No, it's just humming by your kneecap.
Yeah, it's like behind the desk. Can't even see it.
Now another guy with it's a G-Sync looking monitor. I think it's an Asus. Yeah, it's an Asus. Corsair keyboard. I would have got one of those. I think those macro keys on the side are rubber domes, though. I don't think they're mechanical, unless they just changed something. I don't know. Because when I bought my keyboard at the time, the only one that they had with the macro keys was rubber domes, and I said, "God damn it, I want all mechanical. I don't want to fuck with rubber domes." Because I wanted macros because I wanted to be able to have options, but
Yeah, that's I want to have options too. I was thinking about going with like a Razer keyboard, but their shit is kind of proprietary with their switches and
yeah.
like replacing the keycaps and shit would be kind of
Yeah.
hard.
Hey, give me 1 second. Let me try to switch window real quick here. I think maybe I don't have you on the right screen or something. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, I think the Razer has their own kind of like switches. They're like the Razer green switches, which yeah, from what I've read, I don't think they're like fully compatible with a lot of custom keys. I mean, I could be wrong. I probably am, but I don't know. I want it to be able to both do either, like buy custom keycaps and, like maybe eventually 3D print my own down the road.
Going down the road feeling bad?
Yep. That's what I said.
Now let me see. Okay, now it's gonna let me do application. See, that's one thing I don't like about the Chrome extensions. It looks the same until you go to do something like this, which is screen share, because technically it's still a Chrome app, but I open it from Chrome, not from. Even though I thought I didn't, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, if we're still on here by 2020, we're gonna have to figure something else out because I guess they're gonna be stop doing Hangouts on air by 2020. I think.
Yeah, the internet will be long dead by then. We'll all be dead, and
it's gonna be like Fallout.
That's right.
It's gonna be a wasteland.
But I got bottle caps already, so I'm already thinking ahead.
Yeah.
I paid this paper money for this real money, motherfucker.
Both gulping.
Yeah, no, I had actually, while we're talking about it, I don't want to bury the lead because stories, but whatever. I had an article that I don't even see the point in giving the actual article. I'm sure everyone can read it if they feel so inclined. Remember, we discussed previously that Edge was going to Chrome. Like it's going to be Chromium based next instead of its own fucking thing.
Right.
Well, now the Brave browser, if anyone remembers that browser, is going to be Chrome based as well and support the extensions. So the only things left are Safari, meh. Firefox, slowly dying, and Opera, which basically means Firefox is it. Pretty soon, Firefox is just going to be fucking pointless. It's not going to have any support.
Well, still, I would say you want something to be out there because the competition is definitely good.
Right, but it's not looking good.
Or you think it's just going to be competition between the different forks like Vivaldi and stuff?
I mean, really, everything's just built off of Chromium because, like, I have, Hangouts is a Chrome extension I have in here. It's just like the same code, just it's not even really a fork. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think what Microsoft is doing is like a fork because they're a company doing. I mean, granted, Vivaldi is a company, but they're not asking for money. Microsoft says, "Hey, you have Windows installed. Use Edge." But this is just a reskin version of Chrome. No, it's our thing. Edge. It's better. By the way, your guy had this really weird format for more pictures and specs. I don't know how you're supposed to click any of that because it's like a text slider. I don't know what the fuck he did there. But I copied and pasted his link. So, like, what? Come on. He got his his shit there.
Nope.
Got this shitty little amp right there.
What kind of amp is that?
The shitty one.
Oh, is it a shit stack?
No. SHITTY. Shitty, crappy, junk, caca, poo poo. Little.
Why do you know it's shitty? This is the brand.
I didn't even see the brand. I could see what it is. It looks like a Lapai style shitty Chinese amp that you get off of eBay for like $50. That are really meant to be in a car, but guys use them in home stereo use, and sometimes can also be battery powered.
Oh yeah,
because he's driving speakers. It looks like he put them behind his monitor, which is kind of retarded. I know you want a clean look, dude, but they're not getting the best sound blowing at the back of your monitor. But yeah, he's got speakers and then he's got headphones. I can't even see what the hell he's rocking here. Let me see. There's plastic. They might be on ears or over ears. I can't tell, but they're plastic construction. It looks like so.
What if you spent more on the stand than the headphones?
I don't doubt he might have. I mean, the Omega headphone stands, which that is, are a pretty generic style that you can get anywhere. If you just go to Amazon, just Omega headphones. Yeah, headphone stand fills automatically. Yeah, they could be up to $30, maybe even higher if you're really inclined. But I can't quite tell what the hell actual headphones are. Huh, Ratfink, that's kind of cool. And my eyes are watering. Sorry, man. It looks like I can't tell if this is an actual wood desk or if that's just veneer. It's darker color, so the walnut finish is making me think it might be the Carlby, which is the veneer that IKEA sells. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's got the. Come on, zoom. There we go. He's got the. What the hell are those called? Those little slotted not legs, but trestles that they sell at IKEA.
Right.
I think that's what they call them. IKEA.com. Take me to the United States. They have a metal trestle and then they got wood ones. Yeah. Yeah, see, those are the Finvard. If you go for the... Whoop. I don't need to zoom that much. Yeah, see? These are right there on the right. There's under his tower there.
She looks like that. What do you call that thing for tools? A seahorse thing?
Oh, a little sawhorse?
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it is. It's made to look more, not industrial, but craftsy. See?
Yeah.
Because,
it's artsy farts.
Right. Well, like I said, they've got a metal one that looks more like a fucking bench.
Yeah.
Whoop. I totally misspelled that. Oh, yeah. Trestle. Not trestle, which is the OSU's old coach was trestle. For $15 you can get the Lerberg, which is metal. If you wanted to look like a folding chair but be a little bit more expensive. Like it looks like a folding table you got at Walmart for like $15. Right. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But that tabletop is probably the cardboard that looks really cool but can't support more than like a laptop. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. He probably got the Carlby and those Frinvig or whatever the hell trestles and got him a nice little set. I mean, it looks cool. Probably, holds really well since he doesn't have a whole lot of anything on here. I'm trying to tell it. the hell speakers are. They look like, I don't think they're even audio engines. They're just a couple cheap what they call bookshelf speakers. You
Yeah.
probably just got what they call passive speakers because when you have an active speakers or monitors have one actual like a speaker with an amp in it, and then they have a wire going to the other one to power it, versus passive don't have any kind of amplification. So he's using this for his amplification. And as for his headphones, he might just plug it straight into the front plug of his case.
I've never had like giant bookshelf speakers. Do you usually have to have power for both of them, or do they just the one just get everything through the audio thing?
Oh boy, that was a loaded question. Okay. Bookshelf speakers, like I said, you can either buy powered or non-powered. If it is powered, then all you got to do is plug it into your source and it will power, it'll have an amp built inside of it. Passive speakers are literally just speakers you plug in to something with an amp. That's why he has that shitty little amp. I don't know where was the brand. There was a good shot that showed the brand. I wasn't even reading it. Was it the first picture from the actual post? I think so. Nope. Where the hell did he post it? What the hell? Hold on, my eyes are watering. Ah! Come here, Mick. I can't see none.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Usually the computer, like the computer speakers you get that are like for computers, I guess, is they usually have like like a power cord, and then
the one speaker will be live. It'll have an amp in it, and then the other one will be a passive speaker with a wire going from the amp to it. Like my old what the Cyber Acoustics were like that. This is zoom enhance. Whoa. I just lost it. Damn it. Yeah, I can't read that. But anyway, yeah, it's alright. Did you get it because it's got your case and RGB?
Yeah.
All right.
RGB. This is more RGB puke than the other one, but
RGB's nuts.
Yep.
Oh boy. I like the landscape portrait.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice with the monitors.
Excuse me. Logitech keyboard.
Yeah, going with the basic for the keyboard.
Basic?
Well, I mean, just like nothing like no RGB or anything on the keyboard.
If I remember correctly, there's like a spot for your phone on the top of that keyboard. What does it say? That is the G910?
Is that a mechanical?
Yeah, it uses what they call those Rover G switches. G910. Which is Logitech's own. Of course, it's Logitech's own proprietary fucking shit.
Yeah, Logitech does everything for, like.
Yeah, see, there's a little slot for your phone. And then in this version, like they make an RGB version. I don't know which one that guy has. It might just be the plain Orion series. I'm not totally up on these. The reason I didn't want to get, because I like Logitech, my mouse is Logitech. The reason I didn't want to invest any time or interest into it, I like customizability. I could take the keycaps off of this and put something else on. Granted, it looks silly because the RGB is supposed to come through the key out the number or letter in the keycap. Well,
that's why you'd have to get a double shot keycap.
Right. Well, these keycaps, if you look at these, this isn't just a printed texture. These are actually raised grooves on the fucking keycap. So, like when there's a little divot. Yeah, see, they're textured like that. Like they got a raised,
like a
little valley in the middle and peaks on the edges. So you can't really replace it with anything but the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and no. Non-standard layout, no. No, thank you.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, if you're gonna pay like over $100+ for a keyboard, you're gonna want options with it, you know?
Yeah. Excuse me.
I mean, if I know some people like to go totally crazy where you can actually replace the switches themselves on there, but
Right.
a little bit rich for my blood.
This guy's just got Logitech speakers, but he put them behind the monitor.
Where it's gonna sound like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It sound all muffled.
Yep. I mean, it sounds like it's coming right at me, but it's got to come through the screen. So, I mean, that's the thing. People like knock getting a TV because it can only do 60 hertz. Big fucking deal. But also a TV has sound, and yes, the speakers on a TV are facing down, so they point and bounce off of the desk. But that's still made to make a sound. Bouncing off the back of a screen is not natural. That ain't natural.
Are you saying that the TV speakers are actually going to sound better than like some decent speakers behind it?
Well, I didn't say decent. These are just these are still Logitech computer speakers. I wouldn't, if I were to put speakers on my desk, I wouldn't get these because these would be the exact same kind of crap I've got already that I'd have just sitting in a pile because I don't want to use them. So, but if you don't have any speakers and you don't want to wear headphones all the time, sure, but put them on a fucking desk, dude. This is just weird flex, but okay.
I'm guessing it looks like he's only got so much room on there.
Because he's got all that other crap everywhere.
Yeah.
Someone says, you should try Rainmeter. He's like, I actually got it. Well, then you didn't use it right. So which one of these is your favorite out of your three?
I don't know. For me, it's kind of a cross between 2 and 3.
I say it's 2, 3, 1. End of discussion.
Yeah, I would probably say that too. 2, 3, 1. What's the internet say though?
Well, considering the internet had a year to get on point with these.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, these should be a little bit more accurate then.
Well, trends are kind of fleeting with the PC shit because like RGB hadn't even really caught on. And like if you go back far enough, this shit might have like L wire on it.
Yeah.
So 60 upvotes for 3, 2 got 156, and 1 had 41. So the internet agreed with us.
Sweet.
We need like the little champion music. Dun, 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 dun. So, Mr. What the fuck's your name? Oh, of course, the
Mr. What the fuck's your name?
Mr.
What would you do if that was his name?
Conrad 49ers. You win a peanut.
So what's your theme, buddy? Besides your music theme.
Station. Well, hold on. I gotta crack open a cold one with the boys.
I don't give a fuck.
Ooh. So fizzy.
Got some head.
Getting some head. My theme, this is from last week, so I'm not 100% certain if it's accurate to my remembering. Is it anime?
Mm.
Every station seems to have a little bit. I don't remember if that was intentional, but
See, I'm surprised you didn't go with your case.
Dead ass.
Thought you would have tried to go for some kind of a fractal design build, or because I was thinking about going with the PC part picker builds.
Well, the thing is, this is what I made a bunch of stuff last week before I didn't get on the show. So this predates when I actually bought my case.
Oh, okay.
Because I had a list and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get, and then like I saw a deal where I was like, I told myself, nope, nothing until you have money in hand, stupid. Because I haven't had any Christmas money yet. This is all my own.
This is before Christmas money.
Right now, I'm before Christmas money. I don't have any Christmas money yet. This is all just Franklin going, I want that, and buying it.
Yes. But so the whatever you get for Christmas, that'll be extra. Where are you thinking about doing with it again? Are you gonna get the Threadripper, and then whatever else you could get?
Yeah. What's within my budget? But yeah, close this window out. I don't know if this booty offends YouTube or not. We'll find out.
Offends YouTube.
Huh?
Offends YouTube.
Right. I mean, that the subreddit had to flag this as not safe for work, because I guess people are clicking on it at work and going, "Oh shit, that's an ass."
Is it a bare ass?
I mean,
like I thought she had it like some. It was just like tight pants or whatever.
Yeah, but she got a zipper with a hole in her booty. Not like her butt cheeks are spread or nothing.
Right.
She has clothes on, just not all over. So my second station, just to throw this in here.
That's like if you had women had like a top on, but there was holes for the nipples.
This one's a little more plain Jane.
Plain, yeah, it is. Plain Jane.
But, you know, they put their speakers away from the fucking monitor. And, yeah.
Well, to be fair, that they only have one monitor, so it's a lot easier.
Well, yeah, but they also don't have it behind the fucking thing. Your first station only had one monitor, too.
That was beyond the first station, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, good job for that, then. What kind are those?
Speakers?
Yeah.
Cheap little Logitechs. Little 80-beat. Look at them. You can stick your thumb in it.
Is that a subwoofer on the left? What is that box?
No, they're... I don't know. A box? Just looks like a box. Like a shoebox. I'll have to read the description. I don't fucking know anything about it. I just said, this looks cool.
It's like, I'm going to put my tower on this cabinet here because I don't have much room on the actual table.
Right.
I mean, you probably could have wedged it in there, but would have been a little bit tight, huh?
Right. I believe this is a fractal case, but I can't tell you which one. It's a later series because the module event is just one piece. So it's either because the R5 series had 3-piece mod event, and then R6 and then the S2 like mine have just one. So I'll have to read the description. I don't honestly know.
It's mitered out though.
And then my third station.
I think fractal design Josh would approve.
I don't know. I don't care about that dude.
I forget he's not like the CEO, he's just like the main marketing guy or something, isn't he?
Yeah, he drives around and has them. Now you probably like this one best.
I do like that. That one's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he's got well, I say he, but I don't know. I don't want to assume the gender. So there's liquid cooling, so a custom loop, gigabyte GPU with a little branding. Oh, I think it's the GPU. It might just be the motherboard. I can't quite tell because of the lighting. Because when you water cool it. The actual PCB is the only thing there. So
Yeah.
I think the motherboard is a gigabyte, but I'll have to read a little further. And the
I
little
haven't seen
monitor.
any vertical GPUs yet in any builds, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was kind of a craze that came out, and then like Gamers Nexus kind of was just like, yeah, you're making your shit hotter.
Yeah. Well, plus the brackets are so expensive. When all you would probably have to do is probably just like drill a hole through them and put like bolt like brackets together like crisscross to have it mounted.
My that's another reason I went with the case I did, because it has vertical GPU support, and the bracket slash ribbon cable is $40.
Yeah, you could
So
probably do 2 brackets going parallel that fits in the horizontal normal slots, and then 2 vertically just like bolted together or something.
Well, like they have you don't have to add anything to it, because there's here it is, a good shot of the S2 case. I don't know how well you can see. Do I have to zoom enhance?
Yeah, probably should a little bit.
All right, hold on. Let me open this in a new tab.
Zoom.
Whoop, okay. So this would be the basement of the case. And as you can see right next to the standard PCI slots, there's 2. And in front of it, there's this little, you can see how there's slots in the case, in the basement of the case, the power supply shroud for ventilation. And then there's these actual little tiny slots. These are meant for SSD drive mounts, or they have, like I said, they have their own bracket that you screw down with 2 screws, and then it has a ribbon cable that comes with it, and it goes up to whatever PCIe slot you want to use.
Right.
The cool thing about Threadripper is I can really almost put in whatever slot. I think one of my slots is not 16x, so, or X16, whatever it is. So I can put in really any slot. I just if I want to do another, because I think I want to do another card, like a 1050 Ti or something that doesn't need power cables, that just runs off PCIe. If I want to do excuse me, because I told you I want
that for a physics card.
Well, like I told you, I want to get a drawing monitor, and with the monitors I have, I'm tapped out on ports.
Yeah.
And I don't want to bother getting an adapter that can power a monitor when I can just get an actual fucking GPU and be done with it.
Right, because multiple GPUs, you have more monitors then, right?
Well, yeah, more ports. All those ports, dog.
Even like if you have them SLI too, does it work the same then?
Well, the SLI, I mean, a lot of shit doesn't support SLI anymore, so.
Yeah.
Plus, if I'm doing a 2080, when you SLI with the older style GPUs, you would be limited to the. I know with Crossfire, you were limited to the lower card. Like, what if you had a 390 and a 380? They would both run as 380s basically. You wouldn't get an upgrade. I don't know if you can even do a 20 series and a 10 series in SLI, because they're totally different architectures. So probably not.
Yeah, usually with SLI you had to do the same exact card.
Right, and I don't plan on doing anything that would benefit from SLI. I don't see the point. I'm just I want to run a different, card so I can plug in. I'm tired of using adapters, because this 4th monitor I have now is on an adapter, and it looks cool when it's running. But then as soon as I go to open a window, it flickers, shuts off, turns off, flicker. You go to move a fucking window and it goes, hold on, black. Okay, it's back, black. I don't want that shit. I just want it to I want it to just work. So
Right.
tired of living the dongle and adapter life. But here's what I was talking about, by the way, on my case. Blow it up again here so you can actually see. So the back of the case, yeah. On the left here, these are actual cages that hold 3.5-inch drives, and they're turned sideways.
And this is the case that you got?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask how many SSD things can you put in there?
Well, see, it's got the two brackets here on the back for 2.5. Was it 2.25?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway, it's got
Right.
two there, and then the cages. They say you can put, because you see there's 4 screw holes. You could put SSD drives in there. I'm not 100% sure if you can put some on the back. Maybe. And then I can get another set of these SSD sleds that go where I showed you on the power supply shroud.
Oh, dude, that shit is the SSDs are so light. Like, you could either do double-sided tape, or you don't even have to do that. You could do like some kind of Velcro with them, even if you wanted to.
I have command strips. I could stick them in the front there if I felt like it. It depends on if I end up going vertical with my GPU or not. Because like I said here, zoom in again, show you. Yeah, see, they would mount here, right under the GPU. Unless it's going vertical, then the mounts for the vertical mount would get in the way. So then I could just stick them. This whole opening here is laid out, supposed to put a reservoir here for a full, water cooled system. I wouldn't do that. Doing AIO, I don't fucking have to worry about it. So I could just double stick tape them or command strip it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, the command strips, those are like real strong. You could command strip a regular hard drive if you wanted to. It would stay.
I mean, I'm just saying that because I have them. So, and then it's got a fan controller, but it takes PWM and non-PWM fans and then controls them through PWM. So I haven't quite figured out if I'm going to use that. My old case has a fan controller too, but I never used it.
Yeah.
But,
I ordered these breakable pin things for my they fit for fans and shit too. I mainly got them for my, and let me show you. Mainly got these for the RGB, like the LED projects I'm doing for my parents. But I have these pin thingies. They're like breakable headers here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then basically what I want to do with these is I could make like fan splitters and stuff if I wanted to be able to go on one header. I was thinking about making a couple like 3-way ones, because I was researching, and apparently you don't want to have too many on one header, because I think most headers are like 1 amp or whatever, and
Right.
You have to look at the fans. The fans I was looking at was like 0.16 amps, so if I just do like 3, I would probably be pretty safe. But
yeah, you don't want to overload it, because like the higher flow ones and stuff use more juice.
Yeah.
I should get a rubber coaster like this guy's got. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, see, these you could just break it. That's it. Break it in how many ever pins you want. I was thinking about doing PWM splitters, because you could do, like 4 pins. That's what I believe PWMs are, is 4 pins. And
I think so.
You could do, then I could do either, you could put 3 or 4 on there, like regular fans or PWM fans in. But anyways.
Hold on, my eyes are watering again. I can't do anything, man. Shit. So yeah, a couple more shots here. We got your it's a Fantex case, okay. It's a 1080, okay. Custom loop.
Yeah, those custom loops, that just sounds like a lot of maintenance, man.
Right.
Because then you got to worry about, like your aluminum like degrading and stuff, and the coolant going bad, and
Yep. Galvanic corrosion.
yeah.
Running it for a couple days, and then all of a sudden your beautiful color turns all foggy and shitty.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that. Okay. Nice.
What?
They even
What
have
is it?
decent audio game.
Oh yeah.
They got Sennheiser headphones, which are almost like mine. Hold on. Yeah, those are the 6. I can't quite read it, but I'm pretty sure those are the 600s because they're speckled. And then this is an actual. This amp is I want to say this is a Audio GD, which is what I have, but I have a stupid expensive one. This is looks like the R2R or whatever. Not the NFB. I have the NFB. What the fuck is this? The 20? Did I say it's 28? Anyway,
What's the GD stand for? God damn.
well, hold on. Whoop. I have to do a Google search.
GAH. Damn.
I'm sure they have a about us section. The running joke is they're audio god because they're so good.
Uh,
Let me see if there's an about us section. Does it actually say? No, of course not. That's just whatever. But yeah, I think that's a NFB 11. Now that I look at it, NFB. Oh. Images. Yeah, see, here's an NFB 11. There's different versions. Like, hold on. Okay, you see this here?
yeah.
Tell me that doesn't look like the exact same thing under the desk.
It does.
And HD 600s. I think that's what those are because they're speckled. Yeah. Hold on. They got a, like I said, a speckled.
They're spackled. What?
Like an old school fucking countertop. When you go to like an '80s house.
They have
Like,
spackling on them.
There's the finish.
Yeah.
It's like the guy I follow on YouTube. He said he saw him. He's like, "Holy shit, these are ugly." And they're slightly different from mine. Mine are the 650s, so they have a slightly wider sound stage. So they also don't look like that. Mine are just black, like well grayish. I don't know. Dude, how big is your fucking head? Jesus.
A Frankenstein head.
Well, like I have mine on almost the smallest setting, and they still want to fall off my head because they're so fucking big. Jesus Christ. Anyway, getting sidetracked. But yeah, so and he's got a subwoofer on the floor as God intended. I mean, wow. I'm hard pressed to find anything on this setup I don't like.
And he's got a subwoofer on his computer.
On the floor. Get on the floor.
No, you'd be pissed if you had it on his computer tower.
Looks like they've got a, what is that, a Vive? Whatever the hell VR shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care too much for the case because, like I said, it's Fantex. That thing probably gets shit airflow. That's another thing. I consider getting a Fantex for a second. Oh my god, that fucking router, that probably cost them an arm and leg.
Is it like one of those spider
Yeah.
8-legged or 8 antenna thing that looks like an upside down spider?
Yeah, like triple band looking. Let's see what brand is that. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's only got 4 arms. So yeah, they're watching anime. Granted, it's My Hero Academy, whatever. Boku no Hero. But I don't watch that shit. But
Right, it's not a school. It doesn't have a schoolgirl in it.
oh no, it has schoolgirls. I mean, look, they're at school.
Well, then what the hell is wrong with it?
It's a fighting anime, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't like the ones with actual action in it, do you?
Nah, boring. Plus, it's popular, so I don't care. But anyway.
By the way, did you have you
Nope.
been watching any of those the Linus videos where they were like doing like a stakeout or something where it's like they were ordering from different, like what do you call those? Like the Origin PC and iBuyPower and stuff.
Yeah, SIs or whatever.
Yeah, the system integrators. Yeah, they were ordering and seeing what the experience is like from all of them and the quality and everything.
Well, like, excuse me, I saw excuse me, I saw the aftermath of when they showed like iBuyPower. There, excuse me, someone called and said they had trouble with their RAM, and they basically said have a family member look at it and hung up on them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because they had that one lady that works for them do it and act like she doesn't know what she's doing.
Right. So okay, let me blow them up.
Blow it up.
Blow that ass up. So here's system 1. Okay, I'm just gonna go one by one and blow them up real big, like, so you can see them with your eyeballs. All right.
Okay, so this is 1. This is 2.
That's 1. That's 2. Else 3.
I'd probably go 3, 1, 2.
I thought I had a blown up version of 3. God damn it. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 3, 1, 2.
Well, see, but they got the Kraken on number 1.
That's true. They do.
And this one has a 1080 for the win. I'm not sure if it's a 1080 Ti or just a 1080. This one, I don't know what it is. I'd have to read. I'm gonna have to read. This one, like I said, there's nothing I don't like about this one. I could flop down in this and be aight.
I just respect it because of all of his water loop game and stuff,
Well, I mean, the audio game's on point. I mean, you got a audio GD. I'm down. He's got the HD 600s. I had to do actual, like, I know that YouTube compresses audio and stuff, but I did, like, there are sound samples online of like playlists played through like the one guy I follow, he made a device where he'd stuck a microphone inside of a fake head, so when he put a set of headphones on it, and it would record what as close to as what he could get of what it actually sounded like. So if you put headphones on and you listen to each set of headphones, you can kind of tell what the differences would be. And between that and the descriptions of the differences in sound, I decided to go with the 650s, which more suit my interest.
Which were for gaming.
Huh?
Which were mainly for like games, because like I don't know, you're not really gonna listen to a whole lot of music. Just sit there and listen.
I mean, I do. That's why I got my amp. It's really it's interesting. Because for gaming, I wanted a wider soundstage because it doesn't sound like everything's happening right at my head. Like I can hear a sound and I think someone's in the same room, or it sounds open and airy, and I can still like being open back design. I can hear my wife if she's yelling at me for the next room.
Yeah.
So, but it fucks with me. Like I'll have something on, and like it's late at night. If I have a video on after I get off the show, I have to take my headphones off and go. Is the TV sound off? Okay, so it is my headphones. Okay. But
the main thing is the video games. Unless if you put on some music when you're playing a game, I guess. But basically, you're not just sitting down and listening to music without doing anything. That's kind of boring.
Well, I mean, I listen to music, but like, I mean, what's wrong with doing that, dog? I'm a musician.
You're just gonna sit down and twiddle your thumbs, unless I always got to be doing something.
Close your eyes and go, yeah, man, yeah. Like, because you hear subtle nuances. Like you put on a song that you listened to when it came out, like in '94 on CD, and you're like, yeah, man, I know this. And then you hear a little bit of something in the back you never heard before, or like, you ever been in a car?
Like hearing it all over again.
Yeah, it's true.
With those headphones.
Well, like you get in a car and you hear a song on the radio, and depending on which station, it'll be the same song, but like it'll sound different. Like certain guitar or whatever you won't even hear it. Like Charlie Brown Christmas came on the radio today, and like they were doing it was a O Tenenbaum, which is O Christmas Tree, and in that there's a piano solo, a drum solo, and a bass solo. And if you're not listening to a system that can actually play bass, the solo sound like shit. And all you hear is the piano, because the higher frequencies are more made for our ears. Well, you don't hear the lower frequencies, especially in a car that's not made to dum dum dum. Audio system in a car is a very difficult thing because there's so many variables. You got wind, you got road noise, etc., etc. And when you're sitting in, like I said, here, you put headphones on, even just something you've played before on the stereo, just because it's swirling around the room, not directly in the proper placement to hear it, it'll sound totally different. I put stuff on. I had a song that I've heard 1,000 times while gaming because it was in the soundtrack to Fallout 4 that I had it happened. It came on my playlist the other day when I was when I was reinstalling FooBar, and there's this quiet part where the guy talks, and I never actually heard what he has said before. Because I've always just heard the loud part, and then he mumbled something really quiet, and I didn't know what he said because I'm always shooting mutants or whatever, and it's totally different. So I appreciate stuff like that, man. You hear little pops and cracks and shit. That's why I told you I got the the FLAC recordings and shit, so I can hear the higher quality stuff you wouldn't hear on the when I found a recording I had took from YouTube back when ripping from YouTube was like first invented, of Whiskey in the Jar, right, by the Metallica cover. And I listened to it through my expensive amp and expensive headphones, and I said, oh my God, I was so happy to have this song off of YouTube for free, and it was so horrible. It was hot garbage.
So yeah, what were you saying? Like YouTube, does it really mess up the audio?
Well, they compress it. Like, I don't know what they do, because if you can rip stuff from YouTube and put it in a different player and it'll sound better. Because I've heard someone else say that, and it is true. I've done that myself. And they have I think it's because they have their own player, like YouTube Music, they want you to use. But, know.
Well, like when you use the 4K ripper, it rips it in 320K.
I don't know. I don't know, dog. When you watch something and listen to it, I don't know. I still use YouTube because it's so fast and everything's on it, and it's free.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick my favorite out of these three, oh, did I put this up again? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably do 3-1-2, I guess, because one is
that's what I
I.
said. Yeah, that one is way better than the second one.
Yeah, the second one's I though. I mean, if like, your first apartment, you got your monies together, you got your little, that thing could be a 1070. I don't fucking know.
The first one, you have a Kraken and crack.
I mean, this is a Corsair,
That's crack.
This is a Corsair. What is that? The H115? Is that it?
I think so.
Look at me remembering stuff off the top of my head. But the
Kraken.
Internet says the not safe for work is 149. The other one has 41. And this guy's only got 75. So the internet approves of butt.
Yep. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Butts.
Ass.
Butts.
Titties.
Ass. Titties. Ass and titties. Okay. We get into the news now, Ian.
Yep, we're moving along. We're trying to move along fast.
Yeah. News with Bitch Boy and Ian. I fucking know,
Bitch
dude.
boy.
Yeah, me. I feel like ass. Okay.
Oh, you sound like you could be doing better.
Ugh. I feel like someone's pinching my nose on the inside and shoving a hot wire up to my eyeball.
That sucks. You don't need to blow your nose or nothing, man?
I try and nothing, barely anything comes out. It's like it's like I wiped it with it just running. It's like plugged, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it keeps running, like I keep wiping my nose, but it's further back. Like I said, it's up behind my eye and it's just tickling and ugh. So what's Jesus RTX Steve doing here?
RTX on.
Right?
Yeah, I watched his whole entire moving vlog. For some reason, I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this.
Well, I watched those usually with, what was it, Paul's Hardware and all those guys when they do that shit.
Yeah. Well, like the guy that he was making their own like patch cables and stuff for their internet.
Oh, he was doing that while he was in the video?
Well, the one guy that was, I guess, that was good with the, like the networking and stuff.
Fucking Steve. These guys, do you watch their channel regularly?
I do a little bit more now, yeah.
They're very. I know that one channel is called In the Know, but these guys are in the fucking know.
Yeah, with the tech stuff, yeah.
Oh god, they don't skimp. They review. They crunch numbers.
Whenever they have their own news section on their website.
Whenever my wife wants to fall asleep, I just put on something from these guys and let him read off benchmarks.
Yeah.
That's why we shouldn't read it at length because it'll put our listeners to sleep.
Yeah. So basically, I'll link this one to talk about the engineers construct 2.5 nanometer transistor.
Yeah.
And
do you watch the news? They do their own, not like tech linked, but he stands up and talks about the stories. And there's a little thing that gets full. As soon as when it gets done, it's all the way full, and then it goes to the next story. I actually enjoy that.
Right? Yeah. No, I like it. Do you like their whole corner setup? Because we're gonna go. I guess when they did move, he was gonna go with a straight on thing, but then he went back to like the traditional corner setup with like the pegboard and stuff.
Man, it's just I'm liking it more and more because like they're not afraid to tear into stuff and break things. No, it shouldn't do that. Like the review for the Define S2, I watched theirs and it's hilarious because they're like, there's no need for this case to exist. The R6 does the same damn thing. So why does it exist? I mean, it's a good case. It does all right, but why?
Well, dude, they have their own PSU testing area with like an oscilloscope machine and stuff.
Great. Love this shit.
But anyways, this is basically their 2.5 nanometers is like really small. It's like basically, to give you a reference, half of a nanometer is basically an atom size. So it's like they're basically doing atomic level etching now with transistors.
Yeah, I heard his like I said, the news fill-in thing where he's like, the etching process, it's new and ridiculous. Like atomic level technique. It's I can't remember who did a story on it. They're like, don't expect to see this for the next several years, but it's cool that this is even a thing. It's like,
yeah, but I mean, basically, you can't go smaller than an atom. So eventually, we're gonna have to do some kind of different sideways technology or something.
It's basically, once you get down to the limitations of the physicality of it, then you got to go, okay, now what do we do? We got to either reinvent it or do something totally different or stack something, because once you hit the limits of your hardware, then there's only one way to go, which is up, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's like eventually we're gonna have to start inventing like different, like new, like elements and stuff, because it's like we already basically know what every element does and what they do, like with different compounds and stuff,
Uh-huh.
And we like with a lot of things we're gonna be reaching our limitations and stuff. So it's like we have to reinvent the wheel, I guess, like you said.
Right. It's like you basically, when you invent something, everyone knows we know the scientific method of testing things, but when you invent something, you think of something new and then you refine it until you can't refine it anymore, and then you either have to come up with something new or come up with a new way of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And
basically, like I said, we already know what the combinations of elements do already, basically,
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I guess what was it? Intel finally decided to start doing a 7 nanometer process now.
I thought they were giving up and going back to 12. I didn't think they were even on 10. Like, that was a whole thing.
Well, isn't that what AMD's doing though now? Is a 7?
Yeah, AMD's doing 7 because they made an entire video of just Intel, so you can watch Steve's video on that because he explains it way better than we could.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you're right that Intel decided that they were gonna go back to it because they were like, "Fuck it."
But fuck it.
Yep, that's what I said.
So, what's this here about Ajit Pai?
I figured, you know a little bit about this. I guess they were basically admitting that they lied about the, like
what?
the polls and stuff.
Tell my ass.
Yeah, Ajit Pai admits Russia interfered in net neutrality process amidst lawsuit.
Well, before, like, we had articles where they're like, he says one thing, but then the FCC is like, I actually know. Because, him telling us is one thing versus like actually statements in court that can get them in trouble.
Yeah. Well, it said one recent study recently found that all of the real comments, nearly 100%, were made in favor of the FCC keeping the existing net neutrality rules.
What? No.
And he's basically like, yeah, we lied about that shit.
Yeah,
What
we
are you
lied.
gonna do, bitch?
It's too late now, dog. Too late now.
Yeah.
Basically, the FCC was like, "Well, look, baby, you already said yes to the date, so that means you get the dick."
Yeah. Right.
And we're like, "But no," and it's like, "Oh, but yes."
Rape.
Right.
He's
But
like,
no.
yes means yes.
No means yes, and yes means anal. That's what it says. I have a bunch of FCC articles because, like I said, I was a week. I never stop emailing myself stuff. If I see something in my feed related, let me see how many. You only have the one.
Yeah. I just been adding on my watch later list for the YouTube shit. I made a little like a library thing, you know, like a playlist. That's where I mostly get most of my news is YouTube shit.
Oh my phone, like I pop up and it's like, hey, here's some news stories, and I'm like, what? And then I email myself like, poor people should get slower internet speeds. American ISPs tell FCC.
Dude, really?
I mean, and this is from the registered.uk, so you know they don't have a fucking dog in the fight.
Right.
And some of this I don't know if it like what all got voted out because I saw there were some updates here. I'm just throwing out headlines for people who want to read articles or search stuff on their own. FCC approves new text message rules giving carriers more power. More power.
Need more power.
Yeah. Public knowledge has pointed to controversial decisions like Verizon's move to block text from an abortion's right group in 2017 as a reason for the stricter rules. Their thing was like their statement was that they say that if they control text more, they can curb spam, which is because you get spam text. No, you don't. You get spam calls, you idiot. And
right.
I heard on what you guys got to do is you got to listen to NPR. You'll hear a couple little nuggets in there. Basically, they do a point counterpoint, which is really slick. I like that because they said, the FCC, because they're right wing right now. It's Pi and his cronies are the mass versus what it's 2 out of 5 are Democrat, right?
Yeah.
And they, they're the right wing ones say, oh, it's gonna help us defeat spam, and they're like, well, no. They want it to be nice and broad. This is you voted to create a database of phone numbers that have been reassigned to move to prevent people acting in good faith from accidentally breaking the rules about robocalls.
Yeah.
So to them it sounds good, but I can't remember the exact example. But the counter person was like, basically saying, no, it sounds good, but in practice, it's actually a bad thing. And the FCC panel wants to tax internet using businesses and give the money to ISPs because they need more money.
Right. They need your money.
And I was looking up gigabit internet and all that. the other day, and I came across an article that I'm not going to go too into, but I figured our listeners might enjoy looking this up. It's a gigabit Ethernet versus fast Ethernet. What's the difference? There is actually a thing. Fast Ethernet is an old standard from what was it, 2006 or no, 1980? Yeah, Ethernet was first introduced in 80. 15 years later, in 95, an updated Ethernet was called Fast Ethernet came out, and it was 10/100. Had a throughput of 100 megabits per second. However, 3 years after that, an even newer version was introduced named Gigabit Ethernet, or 10/100/1000, and is currently the latest standard. Gigabit Ethernet has a maximum throughput of 1000 megabits, or 1 gigabit per second, hence the name. However, it like switches, if you don't know when you're buying them, you could be buying a fast Ethernet switch, which is, like I said, 10 by 100, because they're not wrong when they label it fast Ethernet, and people like Nana or someone who just is looking for a switch will get it, and not real like if I got gigabit internet at my house, which I can't, but right, I can't get that, but I want it someday. My switches, I have 2 sets of switches that I bought for like $10 a piece, and just because I
like
needed
8-port or something.
5-port or 4-port, whatever the hell, whatever cheapos I got, so I could because I only had one coming off of the power line adapter. I wanted to be able to split it and run it to the Roku and to something else. And I bought 2 of them because they were cheap and they were unmetered, and I was like, cool, whatever. But yeah, they're only these fast internet, because they're not wrong. That's technically the right term, but it sounds wrong. It sounds good, but it's not, you know. And if you don't actually know to look for a gigabit, you won't be able to support it. This is what I have here. I have the TP-Link 5-port, and it was $10, but
Need
it's
more
not
TP for my link.
right. I mean, it'll work for in-home shit. Like if I'm going from my Plex server to my to my Roku, it'll work. But if I'm going from the internet to my Roku, I'm not going to get the fast speed that I'm paying for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I do eventually upgrade my router, then I'm going to have to upgrade my switches at some point. But, like I said, this was a $10 switch. The other ones, I think in this one, they give you an example. They're like the price difference is only a little bit, but you have to pay attention to it, or else you're going to be limited, and it's totally stupid. So this is just, a little educational thing for people out there listening. I didn't mean to hijack, but since we were talking about internets.
Oh, that's cool.
Hold on, copy. Focus on the negative is good when it comes to batteries. Oh boy. Can you explain this, sir? This sounds like math and science.
No, basically, the whole gist of it is a new battery concept based on fluoride ions may increase battery lifespan. And they're saying, so basically we could have phones that stay charged for like a week.
Well, I mean, the old Nokia days and shit, that was, how it was. My dad was actually bitching that his new phone, he got a new phone because he's had the same one since my wife and I got married. And it finally went crappy on him. Like it fell apart because it was like a flip phone and it wouldn't hold together. It was literally coming into 2 pieces. So he got a new phone and he was, the old one stayed charged all week. And I'm like, that's not a thing that happens anymore, Dad. Right. You buy a phone now and put it in your pocket and it's dead by the time you get out of your car, wherever you're going. So it's like getting a SUV and then bitching about the gas mileage. Well, yeah.
Right.
It's different. I mean, we've been on the lithium ion for how long now?
Well, like decade and a half or something.
We're due up for some new. Every couple of months, we have some news story about some new shit that might take off. I'm hoping something sticks.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Well, it says that fluoride batteries can have a higher energy density, which means that they may last longer, up to 8 times longer than batteries in use today.
And freshen your breath. Get it? Fluoride. Okay.
No, you're gonna have people that are gonna be like anti-fluoride batteries.
No, that's in the water, whether you want it or not.
Yep. That's just something cool.
Cool.
That would be nice. The next one is kind of sciencey too. Oh no, this one is about this one's the next one after this one was the LG one.
Oh, hold on. There's 2 links here, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, hold on.
So I'm not sure if you watch Linus's videos lately and saw the LG clear OLED TV
No.
transparent.
No, I did not.
Well, if you click on the second one, it'll take you to the forum discussion about it on his Linus Tech Tips forum, and then he has the video for it.
Because like I would walk into it. What is it? A TV without a diffuser or whatever, so you can't see through it?
Well, it's similar to the idea of like the taking the panels off the LCD screen and stuff, but this is actually with the OLEDs are each pixel is light emitting themselves, so it's very technical, and they were like allowed special permission to do all this stuff, and like they even let them hook up like a new computer, like a PC and game on it and stuff when he was there. But if you want to click on a video and go to a couple frames, I'm sure that would be cool.
Hold on. Where the hell? How the hell do I open this new window? Because I can't really do it just by scrubbing through this tiny little. Hold on. Scroll down. Okay. There's a little ad pops up. Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
Standing behind it.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is you could see everything in the front, but if you go behind it, it looks totally transparent. Like you can't see any of the light at all. So yeah, all the pixels are like front emitting straight out.
Straight out.
So it seemed pretty cool. It's a cool video to watch, but I mean, basically like Minority Report and shit, you know.
I mean, to what extent is it going to just eventually be augmented reality, like sent straight onto our retinas?
Yeah. But LG they're definitely a really forward thinking brand. Like they make good shit today, and they're always pretty cutting edge, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fanboy. 3 of my 4 monitors are LG, and that's just because I didn't buy LG with this one on the side.
Right.
LG, if you're listening, I will take one. I don't care. Look a brother up. Lulz. Okay.
But yeah, I imagine that since OLEDs are pretty expensive, I imagine a transparent full TV that thing is probably gonna be like 20 grand or something, you know.
You can't say it has richer blacks because it doesn't.
No, that's kind of why they had a black, like background behind it there.
Eyes are
it looks basically like a normal TV when they turn the whole all the lights off and stuff. So it's basically like a projector.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, where you have to, it's the viewing experience is usually better when it's dark.
Right.
But oh yeah, this one is the Doug article here.
Oh
Fortunately, he's
no,
not on here.
I had the same one. Hold on, I gotta drink some water, like from the toilet. I can't. I like caffeine and all that, but man, I already had a Mountain Dew, and I can't do a whole another can of double caffeine.
I was thinking you're saying you like that Mountain Dew Ice, but you wish they, you know, like it wasn't. They had like a caffeine-free version, right?
Yeah, because like I've got, I mean, like I've had 7 Up with cherry and stuff, but that's still like, And I try not to drink. Like during the week, I've given up soda altogether. Like I don't do coffee and I don't do soda during the week. I drink water.
Right.
And I'm trying to keep my weight down because that should just you.
Yeah. Well,
But
because I was just thinking because they make caffeine-free pop, you know, usually in the gold cans, like caffeine-free Pepsi, but I guess they've never done a caffeine-free Mountain Dew. That'd be kind of redundant, I guess.
and you'd be like, what's the point? Now, what's up with this? Apple lied about iPhone screen size. I didn't even read the
So
article. I had it too
they-
under the Doug stories.
me neither. I saw originally in a video. I guess there's a lawsuit that alleges that they lied about the, you know, like
Oh,
the
instead of
X and
5.8,
XS.
it's 5.6.
Yeah, plus the resolution they were wrong about too.
Oh, they're filthy
They,
liars.
well, what the fuck do you expect, eh?
Well, that's the way God. I mean, Steve Jobs made it.
They already got it fixed. Next.
Already fixed. Next. Should have got a Mac. Next. Then your monitor wouldn't have did something. Okay. Oh boy, this one's near and dear to our hearts. Hold on. I reset it and it shrinks it. I forget that like 4K, everything's smaller.
Yeah.
I gotta sneeze. Hold on.
Bless.
I do that for like 10 minutes straight. This ad about Black Friday. Fuck off. I don't care. I need to put in a ad block that I can just shut on and off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But basically, this guy's like, "Peace, I'm out of here."
Ace's chief exec Jerry Shin steps down. Oh, can you summarize it? I can't read right now. Hold on, let me put on dark theme. See if that helps. Just staring at this white hurts my fucking eyes.
Well, you kind of did summarize. I mean, like I just thought I'd add this in there, and it'd be just like reading the title. It'd be about it. And we decided to step down. I mean, you could try going into the article and seeing if that's the reason or whatever. But
nah, he just said fuck it. You know
that sound clip from Billy Madison. Peace, I'm out of here.
I figured it'd be like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool.
Yeah.
No, I don't care that much.
Yeah, so starting from January 1st, 2018, ASUS will be headed by 2 people. S.Y. Sai Hu is currently heading up the company's PC business, and Samson who is leading customer care services.
Oh, okay. Swarm bacteria create impossible superfluid. What?
Okay, so basically this one is
creepy, scary, icky, nasty, gross.
Well, basically, we could be having E. coli in our computer and like our devices and stuff.
Oh yeah. Like what they say, like your phone is probably gross. Because think about it, you take it.
Bacteria are
Oh,
everywhere,
whoops.
and they're
Here's sound.
incredibly.
Stop it.
We got flagged, demonetized.
Yeah, it says the superfluid is alive and it could power machines of the future. So basically, I don't know if you know too much about like superfluids and what they are.
No.
Well, but basically, it's like perpetual motion fluids. Basically, it's very sciencey, but like I guess like yeah, you have to get them like in order to make a superfluid, you have to get like gases like helium and shit to be like super cold. So basically, you need like uh like LN2 cooling or something with it to be able to do it. But they found that with when you have like 10 or 20% bacteria in like water or whatever, it acts, their movements are like perpetual, and it has the same behavior as like a superfluid where it has like zero viscosity. And they're saying that the perpetual motion of the bacteria could help power, like machines and stuff and devices. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's like you said, it's better to add the E. coli in it then. Basically, it's already on the screen, like you said, right?
Yeah. Right.
Or would that scare you? You'd be like, I'm gonna get sick from this shit.
Hold on a second, I got a tab popped open. Okay. Okay. Do I need? I'm not gonna open another YouTube video.
No, that's some of these I try to include text, but also the video because I know not everybody wants to read. We encourage it, right?
Reading is always good. I just can't do it today.
Yeah.
Oh, what about NVIDIA? The Reckoning?
Okay, so this is about like what all the bugs and stuff they've been having, right?
Fire.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it says after losing half its value, Nvidia faces reckoning. So basically they lost like 54%, I think it was, of their stock or whatever.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, they charge more, and now they come out with the Titan RTX, and that's pissing people off because it's only maybe less than 50% better, but it's 50% more price.
Yeah. Yeah, it says over the past 2 months, Nvidia stock has dropped from a closing price of $289.36 on October 1st to today's opening of $148.42, a decline of 48.8%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they have to. Their shareholders are going to be pissed.
Yeah. I mean, they're charging too much right now. That's all it is. I think. I know they think they can make money no matter what, but especially when the tariffs hit and they're going to have to raise the prices that are already too high, people are just going to, stop buying them. I mean, there's already the threat of CES with AMD coming out with the reasonably priced budget cards. So
Yeah,
because they're not making their 10 series available, and if you can get a 1080 or higher for what they're expecting to charge for their card, they might be able to just make money hand over fist.
right.
Fucking ad.
Yeah, I forgot. This is this is because of the crypto shit too, because they're like now NVIDIA's growth story is being hammered on multiple fronts. First and foremost, the huge sales of its chips into the crypto scene have dried up as crypto prices have crashed in recent months. So basically, they were putting a lot of shit into they were expecting everything with the crypto mining to boom,
Yeah, they put into it way too late.
Yeah.
So, Steve, I saw this video.
Exodus.net to pick up one of our ceramic.
They had a 2080, an RTX Titan that did the same bug that a 2080 Ti was doing, where it would freeze at 1350 megahertz, and it's supposed to go up way higher.
Yeah, so that's basically for those that don't know, GPUs nowadays have what's called a base clock and a boost clock, right? And
for the layman, yes.
Yeah. And this 1350 megahertz, that's just the base clock. You're supposed to get like way higher. Like, I'm not sure what is the Titan supposed to do? Theirs is supposed to be like way over 2000, right? Because just our 1080
the
is
base
supposed
or the
to
boost clock?
1890. The boost. My 2080 is supposed to go up to 1890 for the boost. So I'm assuming that because I thought the TIs were at least supposed to do 2000.
Hold on. I can't. Well, you get a $2,500 fucking card. Boost clock of 1770.
And that's is that the TI or the Titan?
Titan.
Wow.
I saw Timmy Joe, another guy I watch. He's a small-time YouTuber from Canada. He watched Jay's video and did a response because Jay was the first one to do a video about the Titan. And he basically was like, okay, so Jay says that he didn't understand why it existed. He asked NVIDIA, they explained it to him, but he doesn't know how to test it yet. So he has to do another video later with testing. And then if you look at the benchmarks, my dude Timmy Joe actually showed, like, he's like, it's some games it does worse than the 2080 if you're just gaming with it, which the whole point of the Titan series is really for ballers to just get the biggest and baddest, because if you want Quadro, you're going to buy a fucking Quadro.
Yeah. You're paying for the gold plating on there. That's what you're paying.
Yeah. I mean...
Well, what's fucked up about this video that I linked is this is a VBIOS bug on a retail card. Somebody sent that to him, I guess. So yeah, basically that. Could you imagine how pissed you'd be if you paid, what was it, like $2,500?
Yeah.
And it gets stuck on the base clock.
Right. Skip ad. Oh, fucking dark theme fucking up my YouTube dark theme. It takes over the damn scrubber. I can't scrub through the damn video.
Yeah, why is it that it messes with UI elements? Just change the fucking color, you know?
Not to piss you off. But yeah.
Who's this guy?
This is Timmy Joe. Like I said, it's a small-time YouTuber. No one cares about him. But
well, he's not a small-time guy, that's for sure.
Oh,
he's a big guy.
Really, Kettle? But yeah, see, it's like you're paying for 5% more tensor cores, 54% more RAM, 7% faster, and you're paying 52% more. So, yeah. He basically is the Titan is the worst product of 2018. That's why they didn't have a big major launch like they did with the other RTX cards, with Jensen coming out in his leather jacket going, it just works. They just
Right.
give us their money. It just works.
He reminds me of that. What's that dude's name? The geologist guy from Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah. You asked me to Brian Posehn.
Yeah, is he like a famous like nerd or something?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Hmm.
Now what's this about Ryzen?
So, but I guess this is more for their APU shit, but this is they're starting some 3,000 Ryzen lines already.
Hold on, I got. Fucking eyes are killing me.
They do. I haven't even gotten a first generation Threadripper yet.
Red Ripper. They're gonna be. I'm gonna get the first gen. I want to get the second gen at some point, but goddamn, I hope they don't take off and do something different for the third gen because I already got a motherboard. The second gen, you can
That's
pop
like,
it in. It has a higher TDP.
yeah, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, the first and second generation, that was a mistake compared to this now.
Right. Well, we'll see. So, I mean, Ryzen is selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want, best for gaming, sure, Intel, whatever. But that Ryzen dough.
Yeah.
Because people will still argue, oh, the best for gaming. Yeah, okay, like by point so many frames a second.
Well, like
Or
Intel copied off of AMD with the 99 because they really didn't even have like a normal like consumer desktop 8-core processor yet. And then they
yeah,
did what was it, the 9900K now?
well, the thing is, now they're battling with cores, which is kind of silly, really, because 8 cores should be really all you need, but I want all of them. So now instead of like having extra GPUs that you can't use, you're having extra cores that you can't really use. That's more of the bragging swag, I guess.
Yeah. Bragging
But
swag.
yeah.
Brag swag.
Oh, fucking eye. Sorry. Trying to see what I'm doing, and I can't see. Cut me, Mick. I can't see nothing. I hit
Well,
paste.
basically these have to do with ultra low power mobility devices. But they're technically a third generation of Ryzen, I guess.
What the hell? I copied the link to the next article you gave me, and it's not doing nothing. Hold on. Copy link address. Weird. Yeah, other shit's coming up for me. I don't know why this one's not.
Are you trying to click on the gaming news now?
Yeah. I was just
Yeah,
trying to
I
have it
click it,
queued up.
pops up right away.
Is it because I have a theme? Hold on. No? What the shit? Oh, wait, there we go. That's fucking weird.
Like, am I gonna have to screen share?
Oh boy, now we're on to Baggate. Thanks.
We're still on this shit,
Now,
man.
I will admit, if I paid $200 or whatever, and it didn't come with everything they said it did, I'd be mad. But the helmet, I mean, the helmet's not actual fucking metal, and people aren't mad about that. Granted, that this was advertised as a canvas bag, and it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of control. It's not really about the bag anymore. It's like how they're reacting to it, you know?
Yeah, before they were just going to give them $5, and then they said no, and they said, okay, we'll give you a new bag, but it'll take forever.
Yeah, and that's what this is basically. Fallout 76. So latest news and update, but as those blunders keep piling up, canvas bag replacements require months to arrive.
Now, right before the show actually came on, before you called, I actually was playing Fallout 76 a little bit ago because I was like, I got a half hour before the show. Let me hop on and see what's doing. Because
Yeah.
I didn't even game last weekend. I seriously just sat around and watched TV and didn't do anything. So
Yeah.
I got on and I played a little bit, and it just take me a little bit to get back into it because I had to remember where I was and what I was doing. And it's multiplayer, so I had some enemies, like the few NPCs that are in there that aren't human, but they come at you and attack you. Some dogs or whatnot were attacking me, and then this guy came out of nowhere with his mic on, because when I came out, I didn't have my mic plugged in. I don't know if it picks up my webcam mic at all, but he he goes, "Hi, would you like some junk? Because I told you, for crafting you need junk in Fallout." And
Yeah.
you can use emoji if you don't want to talk. So I gave him a wave to show him that I was friendly, and I just walked off. And he was a higher level player. He had a suit of power armor with this laser rifle,
Right.
And I go and like I said, I'm getting attacked by these dogs, and he just shows up and starts blasting them. He goes, "Hey, here's some junk," and leaves it, like drops it on the floor, and then just takes off. So I give him a thumbs up, and I look, and I mean, it's like all this like straight up metal shit, like ore and like all this crafting stuff that I was probably going to need. He just had, like, before I wanted to make some ammo and I didn't have any resources for it. I would have to go out into the world and find some. This dude just has it. He's like, "Here you go, here's some junk." Like, he asked me to trade and I didn't even talk to him. He just dropped it for me. So the community's been all right. I've only encountered one or two dickheads. Everyone else is kind of like out for themselves, and they try to team up, but I don't want to team up. I'm a lone wanderer.
Yeah. Is there like, are people doing like communities or like what do you call them, like,
Well, there's like
like
squads.
gangs or something? Yeah.
Yeah, you got your squad. You and your boys. You can meet up. I don't do that because I don't know anybody who like. It's so stupid. They made this big deal about that you can get on Xbox and all this, but there's no crossplay. So my friends that are playing on Xbox, I can't play with them, and I don't have any PC friends that everyone's, "Oh, it's so blah 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 blah," which is stupid. I'm enjoying the game. If you're not, people who are hating on it don't even have the game.
Yeah. Well, I know in some games there's like certain perks to being like affiliated in like a club or something, or
Guild, or there's
guild.
like,
Yeah.
well, there's perks if you if you have a group, like you can share your perks. So if you have a perk card to be able to do something, and someone else who needs it, you can share them as long as you have the perk to do that.
Oh, okay.
Like, hold on a second. I was going to show you something. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Cappy? Yeah. They take months to arrive. Big fucking deal. The fix is an instant. They said last couple of weeks ago that they had to make them now because after they fucked up and said, "Oh no, we didn't say they cost too much," but they're like, "No, we just don't have any made because we didn't think we'd have to make them."
It's like, oh, now we got to get a sweatshop now.
Right. That game is buggy, right? It doesn't even have a story. Quit having fun. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm running around, killing stuff, blowing stuff up, having a good old time.
So like, how far are you? Because you don't beat the game. You don't have like a percentage or anything, right?
I'm only a level 9, about to reach level 10.
What was the percentage of that guy that dropped that shit off, or like what's his level? I mean,
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't bother to look because like you could tell if you get up on him and all that stuff, but I didn't because I didn't care.
well, like what kind of suit do you have on? Do you have
Well,
any armor
okay,
or anything?
yeah, he like I said, he had power armor, which is a suit that runs off of a fusion core. And the thing is, if you're higher level, it spawns different versions of the suit. Um, I wasn't paying close enough attention. You can tell by either the suit or the helmet which kind of power armor it is. I didn't care. I was running around killing stuff. So
Well, no, I mean, like, what do you have? You just have like a t-shirt, huh?
no, I've got a couple pieces of leather armor that I found somewhere. Like if you beat an enemy and you take it, power armor, like I said, spawns at certain locations, but it's supposed to spawn relative to your level. But the thing is, if someone else is around and they're at a higher level, it could spawn for them and then you take it. So, I mean, but then they lock stuff. Like I've got a shotgun that's locked for level 10, so I can't even use it because I'm level 9 right now. So, but we'll see. Plus, the shit's always changing.
Yeah.
I saw this. I had an article for it. No, thanks. So, Carlton's suing, huh?
Yeah, Carlton's suing over those emo dances or whatever in Fortnite, which
They're doing the Carlton.
yep.
I mean, the thing I'd heard, everyone's like, so does he have like a copyright on it or something?
Well, basically all these people and like famous actors and rap stars and stuff that are, like have a special kind of dance, I guess they're all jumping on the bandwagon trying to sue.
Yeah,
but
they were
what's
suing
crazy,
like some basketball game, I think, did the same thing.
yeah. Well, what's crazy is they had videos of him saying where he basically ripped that dance off from a couple other people or something, and then his lawyer came on and be like, "You didn't mean that shit."
Right. Yeah, because he's not a dancer. They just gave him a shitty little dance to do, and that became
Yeah.
his thing.
Yeah, and even if he did like invent like a cool dance or something, it's not like you're, like you have a copyright on it. Like it's an intellectual property.
Right. I mean, I think you can get a copyright on a dance. It's just, A, it's a great area to begin with, but B, copyright itself is, even if it's legit, it's really hard to do.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's basically not. If Michael Jackson was still alive and they're doing the
moonwalk,
like the moonwalk, I don't think he would sue over that.
no, but his lawyers might.
Yeah, probably.
Excuse me.
Ooh. Well, basically, everybody goes after like if your shit helps anybody else out in this world, it's like people try to go after that. It's like I don't want to help anybody out.
Yeah.
It's all about money. Money.
Money. Well, it's like, the rule is supposed to be if it takes away from you, you can sue. But if it helps somebody, then you're going, well, I'm entitled to some of that too, then.
Yeah.
So. Oh. Are we on to my stories now, sir?
Right. Yeah, sure.
I'm going to try to power through a few here before we go.
You want your theme?
Yeah. Hot off the presses. Let me get the ribbon lined up.
Okay, you want to get one?
Oh.
I move along. And yet, talk about this. I gotta get go number 2.
Oh no.
No, I just gotta take a piss real quick.
Oh no.
I'll be quick. I'll be done before this article, probably.
Shake more than once you're playing with it.
Right.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about him while he's gone. So Ian, with his small weenie, is gonna go jingle his jangle something. So Google Chrome wants to stop the back button hijacking. Basically, if you ever go to a website and you hit the back button and it keeps looping you to some ad that you didn't click on before, it's what they call browser history manipulation. And Google's trying to put a stop to that when you use Chrome. I don't know if it's going to be hard coded into Chromium. Well, it says Chromium source, so that's pretty good then, because that means that my Vivaldi will use it too. But yeah, so whenever you hit back and it takes you to some old bullshit, instead of actually going back to your Google search or wherever you were before, it'll be and that's where babies come from.
Yeah, I told you I was probably quicker than when you had to go.
You probably have a trail of piss from your bathroom to your desk now.
Nah.
Oh shit, he's talking about me.
I shook it.
So yeah, Google Chromium, basically they're working on a new fix for the history manipulation websites that are whenever you hit the back button and it causes a refresh onto an ad that you didn't click in the first place. You know those, you go to some site that you were doing a Google search and you click on it and it takes you to some site, and every time you hit back to try to get back to Google, it just goes to ad.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit. I noticed that shit on like porn sites or
What?
bad sites.
Yeah, not your normal everyday approved sites, the possibly shady third party sites, because every website, anyone can have a website now. You get a lot when you go to like Facebook. If there's an article that's clickbaity and you click it and you feel like, oh, I got catfished, and then you hit back and it's ad.
Yeah,
And
it's like every time you hit back, it makes more windows.
Yeah, and you hit back, even on a phone, you'll hit back and it'll pop up, oh, you have a browser error. Please do this. No, this is bullshit.
Boom, boom.
It's like your iPhone. I'm not on an iPhone. Fuck you. But yeah, they're trying to fix it, and like I said, this is they found this in the Chromium source, so that gives me hope that this will come to my Vivaldi because it uses Chromium, not just Chrome. If this feature is only available on Chrome, I might have to go back. I don't know. I don't want to, but what?
You'll have to go back with the back button.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
So you're saying that they're gonna make it so that the back button actually does something then?
Take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. Anyway, tip for your own safety: you should never check for updates in Windows 10.
What?
Basically, well, with every time there's an update, lately Microsoft has just been pushing out updates. We're the beta testers. We're the guinea pigs. They let us do it, and then go, oh, there's bugs in it? Okay, thanks. We'll fix this. And it's like they didn't even install it on a computer before they pushed it out there. And basically, just wait until the shit is okay, it's all good. Because if you check for updates, you're liable to get some old bullshit. And I didn't read the whole article. I just know that this is like...
So you're saying it automatically doing the shit, it actually works better than you manually doing?
No, I'm saying don't check. Unless you know that there's an update that's worth the fuck. Don't go, I haven't updated my computer. This is for me, Mom. When she's got a new computer, I mean, you and me, we're tech guys. We know, oh, there's been some updates. You don't fuck with that. No, just leave it. Just leave it alone, boss. It's good where it's at.
Yeah.
But like, they, well, first we turn off the automatic updates because that's usually bullshit. And then people, like I said, will get on and they go, oh, I better check and make sure it's updated. And then it shits, and then Nana has to call you from the phone to try and fix her computer, and she's clicking on shit and causing more trouble.
This box, no that box.
Click outside the window. Outside the window, it's 30 degrees out there, honey. Now,
God kill me.
Right. I would rather pay somebody to come to their house than to ever talk to them on the phone about a computer again.
Well,
No,
what a lot of people don't, they really don't understand, like,
they're not
what.
technologically inclined. No.
Well, I mean, that's obvious. But what I noticed, like, with my grandpa's, he's like, he didn't like when I was doing like other, like his design work and printing
Uh-huh.
out like business cards and stuff for him. He didn't
Uh-huh.
understand the concept of if you have it on a computer. He thought like I had to make a copy of something, like of the work that I already did for him. He's like, can you make a copy of the design that you did for me? It's like, of course, it's on a computer.
Right. It's in the computer.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
it's just like a Zoolander where it's like the files are in the computer. We got to bash it open to get them out of there.
Right. Now, I've got a few articles here that are the same, so I'm just going to summarize with one here. Basically, everyone's freaking out because Corsair is now offering dummy RAM modules. What does this sound like? Gigabyte. When
Yeah.
Gigabyte announced this idea months ago, everybody said, well, that's brilliant. Then you don't have to buy more than 16 gig and you can fill up your RAM slots. Now Corsair is doing it and everyone loses their shit.
Why are they getting pissed about it?
People are freaking out like it's like, so you have a dual channel memory setup. Purchase some nice Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro memory and the rest of the DIMM slots is vacant. Is vacant? Oh boy. Corsair came up with a clever yet simple solution to give the PC a better finish. You can purchase another memory kit running $108 to fill the void. However, to complete the look, you can now purchase a dummy kit to match up the existing DIMM modules for $40. You can get, and then you have the part number kit that matches the look and style of the DIMMs 100%. The dummies have a fully working RGB LED lighting system that you can sync up in iCUE. Corsair is offering these in black and white SKUs, both. Clever idea. But yeah, there's all kinds of discussion, like posts on Reddit and Facebook and everything. Hey, it's so dumb, huh? And it's like, no. It's just like an LED strip. You want lights in your computer. People want it to look baller. They want it to look like they got all this shit they don't have or need. I mean, the whole point.
It's no more dumb than those RGB attachments for the fans, the fan
Right.
text.
Right. Or, SLI when you don't fucking need it. It's the pissing contest. And people are mad because the reason people are mad is because this negates the fact that they spend a lot of money to have real RAM. That's all this is. It's like when the new iPhone came out and they said, well, it looks just like the old one. How will people know that I spent money? I mean, they're mad. At first, they're like, oh, you don't need to buy 32 gigs of RAM for gaming. All you need is that 16. Yeah, but my DIMM slots. Oh, don't worry about those. Now, for a little bit more, you can fill up your DIMM slots and make it look like you have that 32. Well, no, that's stupid. Why? Well, because it's a waste of money. Well, no. Granted, yes, I could use it and buy a better, video card. People will argue any fucking thing. I talked to a guy who says I should stop wasting money and spend more on video performance, and I'm like, I'm planning on getting a 2080 Ti. What do you mean spend more on video performance? What do you expect me to get? Well, you're wasting money with Threadripper. Okay, so you disapprove of my CPU choice. What does that have to do with my GPU? And they can't say it. They'll argue with you. Brandon Frank P had the best argument about when someone complains about his computer. He's like, "That's cool. It's not yours. It's mine." So,
well, most of these people that are bitching about it, it's like, unless if you have a windowless computer case, then you're being a hypocrite,
Right. You're trying to make it look dope. No, if you just care about performance, then you've got a black box that runs nice. That's it.
Right. I mean, do we have to start putting, cosmetic upgrade in front of all these different products? Because, I mean, that's just so people understand, it's like, this is a cosmetic thing,
Right.
Are you thinking about doing that or are you still going to try to populate?
Oh, no, I'm going to actually have RAMs. Like, I can do 8 gig sticks for $309 for each set of 4. Yes, they make 16, but it's more expensive than, like, to buy 4 16 gig sticks is to buy 8 4 gig or buy 8 16 gig sticks is over $1,000. That's a waste of fucking money compared to $600. And I might
well,
not
the
be.
RAM has gone down a lot. Have you noticed how cheap it is now? It's like
It's gone
under
down.
$100 for 16 gigs you could get now.
Well, the thing is, I've also looked at my memory QVL list on the motherboard's manufacturer site, and they rarely have like 16 gig kits. They mostly have the 8 gig kits or 16 gig kits. So really, I want more compatibility because I've read the reviews like people who have Threadripper who have this certain set. They're like, yeah, it's cast latency 16, so it's not as good as 14, but it can still run at 3200 megahertz, which is what I fucking worry about.
Yeah.
So I don't want to buy 3200 megahertz and then you stick it in there and you're only getting 21. That's retarded. So, and yes, I said retarded. But anyway,
Holy shit! How could you say such a thing?
I'm a horrible person. So, Razer's mining rewards program has some gamers suspicious. Did you hear about this at all? Yeah, Razer wants you to sign in with the program, and then a third-party site will access your computer and use the GPU when you're not around, and you'll make money off of it. It's bullshit. You can't make the. I don't remember who it was. They're like, yeah, you can't make any money with mining. It's, for what it costs to use the energy right now, you're not going to make any fucking money. You're just wasting time. And it's kind of late for them to get into it, but I don't know. They figured they'd make some money off of it, I guess. I don't understand it.
That seems kind of suspicious a little bit.
Yeah. I had 2 links, but I'm only going to show the one because I'm not flogging a dead horse.
Honestly, though, I mean, what would be cool though is to see somebody like a YouTuber or something actually do a test with that and be able to confirm or deny it.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you're letting your hardware mine for somebody else on the internet. Nah, that's cool. I'm not letting my electrical shit run for somebody else. And
of course, I wouldn't jump into that and do it yourself. I would definitely have to do some research before you do something like that.
CenturyLink blocked its customers' internet access in order to show an ad. Utah customers were booted offline until they acknowledged security software ad. CenturyLink briefly disabled the internet connections of customers in Utah last week, allowed them back online only after they acknowledged an offer to purchase filtering software. CenturyLink. Go ahead.
You know what they said when they try to get onto the internet?
What?
Something doesn't add up.
I'm not going to give that to you. Crickets. Crickets. No, you get crickets. Yeah. CenturyLink falsely claimed that it was required to do so by Utah state law that says ISPs must notify customers of the ability to block material harmful to minors. In fact, the new law requires that only that ISPs notify customers of their filtering software options in a conspicuous manner. It does not say that ISPs must disable internet access until customers acknowledge the notification. So yeah, people are mad.
You mad, bro?
Oh, you laugh until they do that shit to yours.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty crappy, man.
Doug would be all red in the face, yelling, hollering.
They probably do that shit to him now because that's what he's like.
He's got somebody mining off of his XP machine.
Right.
SpaceX raising $500 million to help build satellite broadband network. God bless you, Elon Musk, you crazy man.
Sound like you were slapping your penis on the microphone.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't. Hold on. I'm just glad to see somebody else bring an opportunity and chance. Then,
Mr. Muskie.
Come on, mouse. Okay. SEC has opened an investigation into whether wireless carriers fudged data involved in government funding.
Oh.
Yeah, this article was called, what the hell was it? FCC starting to think carriers might not be telling the truth all the time. This is brought to you by Durr.
Derp.
Uh-oh. Okay, my window froze for a second. I was freaking out. Also, did you see, you know how New York and Time Warner, well, Charter, Spectrum, whatever, weren't getting along?
Yeah, I remember all that shit.
And New York said that the site's not going to load, so I'll tell you the story while it's loading. Yeah. New York to Charter, expand your network or we'll reverse the Time Warner merger.
Oh, shit.
Let me see if there was an update, because this is a little older. This was filed on the 14th. Let's see, is there an update? Usually they put updates at the bottom. Nope. Because basically they lied to, the people in New York, saying that, oh yeah, we're going to increase our service, and then they charged them all this money, and then they never increased it, so they got sued. And they said, you fucking do it or we're going to
Yeah,
take back
New
your
York's
bill.
they're important, like the biggest city in the United States, isn't it? Like, when you think of, like the most popular cities in the
I
world, you
mean, what
probably
about
think of
Los
like New
Angeles?
York. Yeah, you think about like Los Angeles. It's either West Coast or East Coast, right?
Check this out. Go ahead.
What did they have any response or anything?
I mean, yeah, the response was basically, I think they're going to actually go ahead and they would say, okay, we'll go ahead and expand our network.
Okay.
They took that and said, okay, shit, don't. I'm gonna do it. Stop it. Stop it.
Well,
Cops
basically, though, my point though was, I mean, if they were to just be like, well, we're not going to do business in New York, that would be like the biggest loss in the United States for them. It's not like just some small hillbilly town.
Right. Podunk, Ohio.
Yeah.
Says we'll reverse it, and they said, go ahead. We don't give a shit. Cops
Right.
respond to noise complaint. End up playing Super Smash Brothers. Did you hear about this?
No.
Why isn't it scrolling? There we go. There's supposed to be a picture there. Hold on.
Dark theme.
Whoa. Nope. Just a big blank spot. Jesus, that hurt my eyes.
Yeah. Does that dark theme sometimes will like make it so you can't see anything?
Yeah, it overrides text and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a video. Huh?
It's a video that's about to
Web
load in autoplay, probably.
Probably, but you can't get my audio, so. Police officers in Minnesota were called to a noise complaint about a group of friends playing video games over the weekend, but instead of getting the gamers in trouble, the cops ended up joining them for a round of Super Smash Brothers.
Dude, that was...
Huh?
I feel bad for the people, but it's like, that's kind of funny though.
What do you mean, the people that like called about the complaint?
Yeah.
I mean, there's like video and pictures of the cops too, like sitting there playing. I mean, it's cool. Cops like, yeah, we know. Shut up.
Well, doesn't it have to be above like a certain decibel level or whatever for it to be?
I mean, the cops could come. Like, I had a dude in my old
you
apartment.
have people that are doing like construction or like, I don't know, carpentry work or whatever at your place, right?
Yeah, well, like we had
neighbors.
Yeah, my old neighbors. There's a guy. He literally just had his door open and music playing, and I yelled out my door, "Shut up, or I'm gonna call the cops." And he wouldn't, so I called the cops. I said, "I got a guy next to me playing music really loud." I told him to be quiet, or I called the cops, and he's still playing it. And they said, "Okay, we'll send somebody out." And they just went over to his house, and they kept every time they would come out, they'd tell him, "Oh, it's my birthday." They're like, "It was your birthday last time, motherfucker." So, but anyway, By the way, so I love Fallout, don't get me wrong, but this other game that I really am interested in, I started following it when they announced it, and it's leaving early access on Steam. It's in early access now. You can buy it for like $15. It's based more off of the original Fallout series, kind of. It's a what they call top down or isometric or oblique projection or whatever the hell. I guess top down isometric view. In post-apocalyptic Soviet Union. So after Russia gets bombed, you're walking around there in a top-down view. So
This is like Chernobyl.
Kind of. I don't know. Not like I think it's actually on the same scale as the actual Fallout, but like takes place in Russia. And
what's the game called? Atom.
Atom, yes. This is.
And that's in reference to splitting an atom for the.
Or
nuclear
bombs.
weapons.
Now the thing is, like I said, it's the same. The metrics, it's basically the same as the first two original Fallouts. You pick your character, you give him. There are like your stats, your perception, your agility, etc. They're not the same in Fallout. They're called special because they literally spell out special: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. But in this game, there's something else. Anyway, you pick them, and it's turn-based combat, which is what the first Fallout was. And it's, like I said, it's $15 for the early access. I don't know once it gets out of early access if they're going to raise the price or not. It was on my radar months and months and months ago when they first announced it.
Is that the characters in the background?
Yeah, I don't know who you are. They, there's YouTube videos of people playing it. It looks cool. I want to get it and dick around with it. I mean, for $15.
Next week's article is going to be Atom developer sued by Bethesda.
Right. I mean, should have been for a while, but whatever. Also, speaking of Fallout, there's been a bug fix, but the bug fix is pissing off players. So basically,
basically.
Yeah, they do patches and fixes regularly now. There's like they're on the last one for 2018, and they're going to continue to do them, and they tell you what they do. Well, there's this certain quest game in the game that's called Feeding the People, where you go to I don't know if it's a cannery or something, and it's an event. You go in and once you complete it, cans of food go like they have canned meat that's the plant makes that you can when the quest originally would finish, it was called Feeding the People, and when it would finish, everybody on the server, even the people who weren't involved in the quest, would be rewarded and have some canned meat added to their inventory. Well, Bethesda put out a patch, and it turned out that they fixed it, and it turned into a bug fix that stopped giving everybody the food. Now it's just the people who played it, and they only get a small amount. So people are like, well, what the hell? I thought that was actually cool, and I didn't realize that it was a bug. It wasn't a feature. People will bitch about anything. You give them 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know how I know people will bitch?
Oh.
Hold on. What the hell did I do? I fucked up.
You did?
Yeah, I hit the wrong link. Copy link address. Okay. I right-clicked and I did the wrong thing. I did the who's it when I should have did the what's it. So, here's another Fallout problem. Doesn't bother me because I come from the old school days of big fucking deal. So, Fallout 76, when it first came out, when Fallout 4 came out, they said, we're not going to support ultra-wide. Go fuck yourself. Big deal. Well, players were either downloading third-party apps to do it, or they were like I was doing, going into your preferences file and modifying them to instead of support 1080 or 720, you can stretch it to support 21:9. Well, the thing is, when you do that, everything except your heads-up display scales. So they said with Fallout 76, they said, "Oh yeah, one of our patches we're going to eventually support 21:9." So they said, "Sweet, gonna support it. All right, cool." Well, they did an update with their support for 21:9. All it is the patch to the ini files, just like you were supposed to do by yourself to Fallout 4. So your heads-up display doesn't fucking scale with everything. So you'll have a giant screen with a tiny little itty-bitty heads-up display, or a heads-up display where all of your shit isn't in line and doesn't make sense. It's a pain in the ass. I've had to deal with it once I figured that out. I was like, what? So
people are pissed about that?
Yeah, except me, because I know that they didn't fucking always offer it, so shut up.
Be happy with what you got, right?
I mean, they didn't have to do it. It'd be nice if they did it right the first time instead of saying we're going to do it, but...
Well, you don't care because you're playing on your regular 4K TV, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do have an ultra-wide still that I could play. It's not hooked up to DisplayPort. It's only on my HDMI to USB to HDMI, so I'm not going to game on it because it'll go black every 10 seconds. Now, we were talking about forcing ads and shit. Bethesda circumventing data protection to push ZeniMax ads. ZeniMax, if you don't remember, is the parent company of Bethesda, I think?
I think so.
As you surely know by now, modern Bethesda games such as Fallout 76, potentially Rage 2, do not use Steam but Bethesda.net, and this means the creation of new user accounts for buyers. Turns out Bethesda has been pushing ads for other ZeniMax products in a particularly underhanded way. According to a recent Reddit post, a user noticed that upon the creation of a brand new Bethesda.net account, users automatically opt into seeing ZeniMax-related ads on other websites, which is a major no-no according to GDPR, and is moderately worrying even without it. Oh, my eyes bother me. General data protection. Go ahead.
That sounds like some kind of like medicine or something.
For erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. Take some ZeniMax.
No, that's Skinemax. That's where you watch porn. Is that a nipple? I saw a nipple. God damn it, I'm 14 and I saw a nipple. It's the greatest day of my life.
It was unscrambled for a second.
Right. I had to sit and watch the entire film to see a half a nipple. So this is a thing for the Outer Worlds. Fallout subreddit mods ask desperate fans to stop posting about the Outer Worlds. Because, like, a lot of people are like, oh, fucking, they got all this hype for Fallout 76, and a lot of people feel like they were let down, which is stupid because they felt let down before it was even announced. So now they're just using, see, it's a total shit, I told you. Because when they found out it was going to be online, that's when they lost their hopes. And they said, oh, okay, I'll give it a chance. And literally, the game didn't even start up before they started bitching. So they jump ship and go to anything they can. And the thing is, the Outer Worlds, like I said, is a new game that's coming out next year for it's from Obsidian, which is the company that did Fallout New Vegas for Bethesda, because Bethesda did Fallout 3, and then they went to do Skyrim or something, so they let Obsidian make Fallout New Vegas, and a lot of people consider it one of the better Fallout games. So this is very similar. If you're into the same games and the same storytelling, stat picking and choices and dialogue and NPCs, it looks very familiar and inviting. The only thing I'm worried about is it doesn't really look open world, which is kind of funny because it's about space and you can travel to different planets. So I don't know how the hell it can feel like it's not going to be open world, but it kind of does. So,
Well, hopefully it'll be better than what was it, or No Man's Sky or whatever.
well, yeah. So the trailer looks good. Whether or not it's as good as the trailer remains to be seen. So also, I don't know. We discussed I think last week about how the Epic people who made was it Fortnite or for one of those games. Epic is doing their own store now, like Steam.
Oh yeah.
Some Epic Store games are pushing back or scrapping Steam releases. So Factory Builder Satisfactory will only be available on Epic's new store.
So they're doing like exclusive stuff on there then.
I mean, they're developers are like, okay, we'll take our shit off of Steam, and because like they're supposed to give them a fair cut, I think is the main point.
Yeah.
Which also, Discord's game store tries to top Steam and Epic by offering developers even more money. A 90% revenue split starting next year.
I like money.
I want your money. Speaking of money, by the way. Oh, my neck just cracked.
Money.
Rockstar starts selling Red Dead Online Gold for real money. Oh boy, it begins.
Oh shit.
Right?
Right.
I mean, Red Dead's only
Shark cards.
Red Dead's only on PlayStations, or not PlayStation, Xbox, so I don't care. We tried Valve Steam Link on Raspberry Pi, and it worked well. Too long didn't read really, really well. And then they do this is basically they say that it worked very well, and if you couldn't get your hands on an actual Steam Link, like I said, Valve was working on making it so you could actually use a Pi to make your own damn Steam Link, and it's working pretty good. So if you got a Pi sitting around, you don't know what to do with it, right?
Right.
Right.
That's
I got
cool.
a Doug
Sounds
story
better
you
than-
skipped over, by the way.
Sounds better than having a legit pie sitting around.
Don't know what to do with him either. So, a woman is suing Apple because she didn't think the iPhone had a notch.
Wait, what?
Check out Apple's marketing and decide for yourself. The missing pixels are imperceptible due to the black screen background. I mean, it's true, the background is black, the notch is fucking black. So they're carefully hiding it.
Well, that's one of the things that I think it was Linus that was saying about that they should use that technology with the transparent TV where it's like a one-way TV where so they could still have it like a screen on it in front of the camera, but the camera could still see through the screen then, you know?
Right, but imagine how much that would cost, especially in smaller size.
Right.
We're getting into what the fuck stories here. Amazon Era allowed Alexa user to eavesdrop on another home. Frankfurt. A user of Amazon's Alexa voice assistant in Germany got access to more than 1,000 recordings from another user because of a human error by the company.
Error?
The company had asked to listen back to recording. The customer asked to listen back to recordings of his own activities made by Alexa, but he was able to access 1,700 audio files from a stranger when Amazon sent him a link, German trade publication CT reported. So, I don't know why this isn't getting more news. I understand it's not in the U.S., but goddamn, that's scary.
So basically, what happened?
He asked for his own. What was he asked for? To listen back recordings of his own activities and they sent him audio files from a stranger.
That's not good.
Nope. And I got my last one, and it's fucking weird. So get ready. Well, it's like
Frank's saying it's weird, so I guess it must be pretty fucking weird.
Well, it's the holidays, right? And what's something people do around the holiday season other than caroling and singing and shit like that? What kind of parties do people throw around Christmas time?
Christmas parties.
Well, what's a theme that they normally do? You've probably heard of an ugly sweater party, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of the word ugly sweater party.
Okay, here you go. Hold on. Oh no, I actually want this ugly Windows 95 sweater. Introducing the latest Windows 95 custom software. Wish you could rock the Windows ugly sweater? Giving you lucky fans one of their very own. I mean,
do you want it?
I share this because yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Tell me you wouldn't think you'd place if you showed up at a party and a contest wearing that shit.
I would.
I would.
I bet you that shit's probably itchy as hell though.
Wear an undershirt and you wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, that's true.
I can just see fucking LGR wearing one of those motherfuckers. You ever watch his videos?
A couple. He loves that shit, huh?
Yeah, nostalgic shit makes his pee-pee hard. So that's the last of my articles.
Yep.
So now it's time to say goodbye.
Right. Yeah, so it's what is today? Today is the 21st, so yeah, it's up to you if you want to take next week off for the holidays and shit.
Well, hold on, let me look at the calendar real quick. Let me check my Palm Pilot. I ain't doing shit. Hold on. So next week is the 29th, so that's or 28th, so that's the Friday before New Year's Eve.
Yeah, basically between the Christmas and the New Year's Eve.
We'll see. I'ma holla at you.
Yeah. What did you say you guys are probably gonna do for Christmas?
I'm gonna hang out with Ben and my parents and my wife on today, tomorrow, whatever. And then
this weekend.
Yeah. And well, it's my mom's birthday right now.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday. Thanks, Mom.
And then my birthday is Sunday.
Oh.
And Ben's birthday.
How old are you gonna be?
36?
36.
So
you're gonna be on the wrong side of 35.
How old are you?
36.
Yeah.
I've been 36 since September.
I was born in 82. Was that when you were born?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I had to do math. Math is hard.
You were barely born in 82.
Born in December, son.
Yep.
Ooh. He's white.
Like that movie 1982.
Right? That's how it was. I remember there were rats chewing at your face. And Big Brother watched him do it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, well, I hopefully it'll be a good Christmas.
Last Christmas gave you my heart.
Would you always say like the time of your birthday where you like, because my dad is the day before Christmas and it's like, or Christmas Eve, and it's like he always gets gypped with presents.
We'd never had a birthday party, and it was when I was a kid. It was always like Here's your present. We're like, this came from under the tree. This isn't from you, Mom. This is from Aunt Laura.
This
Shut
is
up
your
and
birthday present.
right. Well, that and like, you know, I thought my mom would be able to fucking understand because her birthday was the day before mine. So she went up, she grew up with that shit too. But no, she just figured it was a rite of passage, some shit you pass on to the kid. No. No, that's not right. You don't do that shit.
Right.
So
Well, it's
anyway.
like, I don't know what my brother and sister are going to give me, but like, they might give me money. So it's like, we're just going to exchange like $20 bills. It's like,
20.
if we just didn't give each other anything, we'd just be even.
Right. Well, anyway, I gotta get ready for fucking bed because I gotta get up and go to men's tomorrow.
Oh yeah, not gonna play on any games. I don't think we did too bad tonight. It's 107.
Well, I gotta
2 or
wake up.
3 in the morning.
I gotta wake up before noon. So how's that? I'd either have to stay up all night. I don't want to do that, or have to go to bed right now. Don't want to do that either. But right now, talking to you is making me stare at white screens. So
I was saying you should play on some Fallout, man.
Well, like I said, see, dark screen, you can't see me. Light screen, you can, but my eyes are watering and tearing up. So let's wrap this up.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show. I hope you enjoy your case there.
I will once it gets some guts in it.
Yeah, I can't wait to pick mine up. I had mine delivered to the Walgreens again, so I don't have to worry about them just throwing it in my hallway when I'm not here or something, you know?
Hot dog down the hallway? What?
Like it's stolen. That would suck, man.
I had mine shipped to work because, you know, why not? I'm there.
Oh, you don't want to it's sitting out in the snow or rain or whatever it decides to do.
Right, or walking away.
Yeah. But
okay. Well, thanks for having me on.
Sure, no problem, everybody. And have a good Christmas, everybody. We're not sure if we're going to be on next week, but we'll see.
Happy holidays.
Boy, boobs and shit.
Boobs.
Scissor up.